to my man. I'm just kicking it. I want to see what you want to talk about, huh? Tell me something, Slick. I'm gonna just sit right here, eat these potato chips, and wait till somebody come on here. Call. We can kick it. I sit right here, eat these Doritos, and wait till somebody has something to say. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm just cool. I ain't got no radio. I don't music. Where's it now? Hold up. First person pop up, ask me a question. Ask me anything. Anything going on? Come on, go. You can talk about it. What you talking about? Who is that? Whoever that is. Ask me a question. Ask me anything. Anything you come up with. We can kick it later. I got a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I got a lot of messages. I got a lot of kick it. Somebody want to kick it? What you want to talk about? Tell me. Straight up. You want to see how I feel about something? Ask me a question. I'll answer. Oh. And I'll elaborate. What you want to talk about? You want to know what prison like? You know what I eat every day? What you want to know? Don't have me nothing crazy. I'm going to say something crazy. You don't know what eat they like? They bust them. But I got some. Just give me a minute. Today. Today, I went to a service and just ask me a question. I don't care. Ask me anything. But I did do something though. I do got something. Buddy say. Buddy say. I'm gonna get my headphones. Hold up. Buddy today said that he feel like that he is lukewarm, something like that, like his faith, he don't feel like he is faithful, you know what I'm saying, as he should be, or he feel like he lukewarm or something like that. So since you ain't gonna ask no question, I answer a question what somebody asked me. Buddy asked. He said, hey bro, he said, I just feel like I'm lukewarm, bro. Like I know God, and I believe he gonna bless me, and I pray. He said, but sometimes I just don't know what's going on. So, that's what I say. Hold up, give me a second. I say that the most important thing is your relationship. It's your relationship with God. You feel me? And if you being convicted about a situation, about whatever you got going on, then I think that you should deal with that situation. And I know I procrastinate a lot in certain situations. I just don't even want to get into right then. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I do know. I do know that heard a guy say this one time. He said that you can ride by a house and you can't see the fire inside. But if you see the smoke, then that means the fire inside the house. You understand what I'm saying? So you probably could see me at a football game or kicking it with my partners, I might shoot a couple cuss words out there, or bring up some old stories or something like that, and you'd be like, man, that man he don't believe in God. God ain't doing nothing. It is what it is, but I promise you, it's fire him. You know what I'm saying? It's fire him. Everybody ain't got that God on where they run around and hoop de whoop and holler and do all that. I mean, some people got that. I got a whole different kind of thing going on. See, me and God got a whole nother relationship. I tell him all my lies, all my truths. I got a confession relationship. And that's what defined David. They called David a man after God's own heart. Do you know why they called David a man after God's own heart? Because of his confession. He kept it a brick. He told God when he know he was wrong. He told God when thought he was trying to trick him. He had a real conversation with God. You know what I'm saying? So it just be trying times where you ain't supposed to be doing what you're doing, or when you done got caught up in the flesh. But you fail to realize your flesh is gonna be like that. Your flesh is your flesh is hooked to the earth. Like you came out of seed, but once a body go in the thing, they embalm and pull out the impurities out, all that stuff outside. You take your oil and all that out. It go back to the dirt, turn to sand. You know what I'm saying? It decay, disappear, turn into soil. You understand what I'm saying? But the spirit pushes on. See, now your spirit, the one will give you the conviction. You understand what I'm saying? So when you know you're not supposed to do that thing, and it's something in the back of your head telling you, "Boy, you tripping," or "Girl, you tripping," or the anxiety inside your mind that's telling you something like, "Oh, you should be doing this," or that anxiousness will give you a drive like you're supposed to be doing something different. You gotta relax, breathe. Don't let the devil trick you, because he got all the tricks. He got the tricks of anxiety. He got the tricks of alcoholism. He got the tricks to numb the pain, to take your mind frame away from the fact that you got to deal with real life on real life terms. Understand what I'm saying? You follow? I don't know what I'm saying. We get caught up and get caught up in what the world got to offer. And I promise you, it's a lot of great stuff out here, but it's a lot of horrible stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? Every day I get tested. Every single day we get tested every single day. But you ain't ask no question. Anybody got anything to say? You can ask me anything. I don't care. But don't ask me that stupid. Come say something stupid. But beside that, if you want a little motivation, I got something. I give you something. I just ate the white bag of Doritos. Hey, busting queso. What it is? Twisted queso. Busting. I ain't lying. And I got something though. I got some fire somewhere. Yup. Somewhere. I'm gonna see. Matthew. Ho. Matthew. I got you. I got something for you right quick. How about your circle? How about that? Let's think about your circle. The people you deal with every day, on a daily basis. Let's talk about them for a minute. How about that? I'm gonna talk about this circle for a minute, because my circle ain't got real small. And guess what I do? That's good. I want to talk about lace. I don't even call a lot of people. Matter of fact, I be scrolling so much, watching motivationals and all kind of stuff, that I don't even call people no more. You know why I don't call people? Because I've been calling people for 4 years. You can call me. I love to hear my phone ring. I ain't lying. But the reason why I want to say something about circles is because the simple fact that Jesus Christ rolled out with 12. He had 12 folk around with him. And one of them 12, did the whoop-de-doo to him. Yeah. Read it. When it got them folks. Think I'm lying about that. Hold up. Matthew what here? Matthew 23, 24. Hold up. Give me a second. 1 second. I got you. What there? I'm going to read it, so you don't think what I'm saying I'm making up. Because see, real life situation, it still exists. You know what I'm saying? They were happening back then. Why they check this out? Matthew 22, 23. Give me a second. Hold up. I'm about there. And see, Matthew 26. Matthew 26, check this out, check this out. This is what it say. No. Okay, listen, this what it say. Matthew 26. Well, first and foremost, I don't know how many church people it is, how many folks read the Bible, but it's a story that it's a story of Jesus Christ when he was about to get turned over. So the cat, Judas, then went to the folks and told them, hey, I know what Jesus said. You know what I'm saying? And if you look out for me, I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying? I really don't know how confidential informant work, but at that time, he was considered the worst confidential informant in the world. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyway, but right before this, Jesus was with Peter and them, and he knew that it was about time, so he got his guys together, he got his circle together, and they all prayed, and there was a person missing. Judas was missing, but they all got together, and he let them know that he told them he had to go pray. So he went to his secret place. So he walked away one time and went and prayed. And he come back and Peter them was over there. They went to sleep. He come back. He woke them up. He said, man, wake up, man. Y'all tripping, man. I'm over here praying. Y'all supposed to have my back. Y'all sleep. Woke them up. Boom. Left. Go back. Jesus is praying. Handling the business. Talking to God. He come back. Bam. He wakes them up again because they done fell asleep again. How many times have you fell asleep or fell off when you supposed to be doing something God told you to do? Huh? I'm just saying, every day. Okay, so then Jesus said, okay, y'all wake up. I'm finna go pray. I gotta go talk to God, and I'll be back. Jesus left. He go pray. He on his knees crying. Blood, it's bad. He comes back. Boom. And they still sleep, bro. Them folk went back to sleep. So that's his circle now. The same people who've been rocking with Jesus the whole time done went to sleep on 3 times. Okay? Follow me. So, okay, we get to this point right here. Now, at this point, this is very, very interesting. At this point, this is Matthew 26 chapter, 47 verse. And I think it's a few more, it go to about 50 or something like that. But he said, and while he was still speaking, behold, Judas, one of the 12, with the great multitude, with swords and clubs, came from the chief priest and the elder. There come the rat right now. He just got through talking to his homeboy now. You understand? His partner them done went to sleep on him already while he trying to talk to God. And then he finally wake them up for the 3rd time. The police coming. Man, listen, man. The circle done went to sleep on him, and now the police come. But right before the police came, he just told them. In verse 46, he told them, rise, let us go, let us be going, because the betrayer is at hand. So the betrayer was on the way. Jesus already know that the rat finna, he done told. They know that Judah finna come and just tell him, he know he finna bring the folks at him. So when the folks get there, Jesus already know the folks done got down there. So verse 48 say, now his betrayer, everybody got one. Everybody who under the sound of my voice got a betrayer. It's somebody in your life who done betrayed you. Hold that. Put a pin in that. All right. Now his betrayer had given them a sign saying, whoever I kiss, yeah, he finna kiss him. That means something totally different in the Bible, but because that's how they greeted each other. It wasn't no all that going on. So he says, y'all don't get, see, we take the context of this Bible, and it was written 2,000-3,000 years ago. See, all that stuff y'all got going on in your head, it ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? We done added so much. But you got to remember back in those times, that's how they greeted each other. You know what I'm saying? Brother, love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? My mama getting a high done. Okay. So, it says, verse 48 says, now his betrayer, Judas, the rat, I'm bringing up the part now. All right. His betrayer had given them a sign saying, whoever I kiss, he's the one. Seize him. Immediately when he went up to Jesus, greeting, Rabbi, he called him out. He said, what's up, Jesus? He said, greeting, Rabbi mean, hello, teacher. You know what I'm saying? So he notified them. Hey, this the guy been teaching. So he pulled up, he notified, hey, greeting, Jesus. Kissed him on the cheek. Yeah. So, all right. Then, Verse 50 said, but Jesus said to him, friend, why have you come? Now tell me something. How many people have you called friend? How many people have you called friend at the same moment they stab me in your back? That's just exactly how humble Jesus is. Jesus was so humble that he just got it. He over here, he done woke his partners up 3 times while he trying to pray. They don't want to sleep. And yet he still come over here and Judas finna turn him in. And he called Judas friend because it's what you fail to realize. They've been rocking with Jesus the whole time. The whole time. So just because this man going to rat, Jesus did not call him a betrayer. Matthew did in the writing he did. But Jesus never called him a betrayer. He said, friend. This is the God we serve now. He called you the same friend. So even the man who about to turn him in, to all the people who've been looking for him for the longest, he still called him friend. How difficult that is, it's difficult. I'm in the same situation. But let's follow. So as we tracking along. He said, immediately he went up to Jesus, greeted him, Rabbi, and he kissed him. Verse 50 said, but Jesus said to him, friend, why have you come? What you came for, Judas? What you got going on? Like, he know, but he just want to ask, what you got going on? Because he got to hear it come out Judas' mouth. Because you been rocking with me all this time. I need to hear what you got to say. And he said, Jesus, why have you come? Then he came and laid hands on Jesus. Then they came, the Sanhedrin and all them folk. Then they came, the chief priests and the elders, they all came. And then they said, then he came and said, and laid hands on Jesus and took him. And suddenly one of those who were with Jesus stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck the servant and the high priest of the high priest on his ear. Now, already, they in another book it tell you that the person who done it, it's been several people who saying who done it, but the people who just went to sleep with Jesus, Jesus told them he was going to pray. These joker been asleep. So they wake up and the police is there. And the folks are there and they trying to take Jesus. So when you first wake up and they just waking up, they see the beef right here. So the first thing they do is what they do, what our flesh does, is react. And everybody reacts different. But one of Jesus' people in his circle at that moment reacted to the way that he knew. And it was an action of taking his sword out because that's his weapon. And he was protector of Jesus because he was his security. So the first thing that the flesh does, if somebody swing at your children, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to swing at their ass, boy. If somebody try to offend somebody in your circle or somebody who you really, really care about, you're going to jump on the defensive end. Most of us. Some people might be different. But we jump on the defensive end. And that's the first thing that the individual who pulled the sword did. Strike with the sword. Bam! He cut the high priest servant ear off. So that's really, really a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Back then, that was really, really horrible. But anyways, we tracking on. He cut his ear off. Then in verse 52, it said, but Jesus said to him, put your sword in its place. For all who take the sword will perish by the sword. So if your reactions are always violent to every situation, then violence is always gonna be presented to you. If your situation is a difficult situation and you gotta go lie about it, then every time the situation is presented to you, you're gonna lie about it. If you gotta cheat in everything that you do, then everything that happens, you gonna feel like somebody cheating on you because you feeling that defensive sin. You know what I'm saying? You see all the wrinkles in my head. Good God, I cut my head, y'all, cause it's an issue. But anyway, so he said, you're going to live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. That's what people always say. But in verse 53, it says, or do you think that I cannot now pray to my Father and he will provide me with more than 12 legions of angels? So what he is telling everybody in the midst, especially Peter them, what he telling them is straight up, bro, that sword, the sword you finna pull out, yeah, I know. The sword that you just pulled out is nothing compared to what I could do. I could call on my God right now, and he would bring legions to come wipe out anything. He would have legions of, and hold up, I need you to understand what he said he have legions of. He said, I would provide, I would speak to my Father, and he would provide me with more than 12 legions of angels. He said he could call on his angels to fight the battles. Jesus ain't got to do nothing. See, that's what you fail to realize. See, when you got Jesus right here, you ain't got to fight some of them battles. You taking on that stuff. You ain't got to fight that stuff. You ain't got to keep worrying about it, that bill finna get paid. You ain't got to keep worrying about it, that's the job that you need. You ain't got to keep worrying about that stuff, because I promise you, you stay in the fight. You standing with Jesus. You standing right behind Jesus. He told you, you ain't got to fight with the sword. You ain't got to fight with your lies. You ain't got to fight with the controversy. You ain't got to fight with all the other stuff that you trying to fight with, because it's not your battle. It's legions of angels that's going to fight those battles for you. Every single day, it's legions of angels fighting on your side. They on your side. The devil is coming to kill, steal, and destroy. So with that being said, this is the greatest part about it. This is the great part. So after he just told him, listen, you don't need no knife, bro. Y'all don't need you don't even need all these people. It's great. If I want to handle that business, I call on my angels and they'll pull up that way. So right here, verse 54. Now then, could the scriptures be fulfilled, that it must happen thus? In that hour, Jesus said to the multitude, have you come out as against a robber with swords and clubs to take me? I sat daily with you. He telling you didn't need all these people. You didn't need all that. I've been sitting daily. Jesus been staying daily. He ain't been making no noise. He ain't been rowdy. He ain't turning up. He ain't doing none of that. He been sitting around calm and collective, tolerant of any ill will towards him. It's the same with us. See, we especially us kind-hearted people, we fight so many battles and go through so much, not even understanding that the fighter who we got fighting our fight, he is so much more powerful than the little bitty things we think we got issues with. The things we think we stressing about, they are so minute to how big Christ is. I promise you. Like, oh, listen, check this out. So, let me say this first. Let me get finished. So, they pulled up on Jesus with the swords in the club. They don't need all that. He ain't that type of criminal. Every time they get me, I don't know if y'all ever been in a felony stop, but when the police do a felony stop, when they find out you're a felony, it be 3, 4, 5 up. You gone?
Now I'm calling back. You got 50 cents on you?
I ain't got no change. I gave it, what's the name? So all right, that's a bit. Okay, bet. Bam. So the great part about this is the fact that what he said, this is really important. I don't want you to miss this. He said, how then could the scripture be fulfilled, that it must happen? This is the greatest part about the whole thing. The greatest part about the whole thing is that through all of this, the guy who thought he was turning Jesus in was actually fulfilling scripture. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me help you understand what I just said now. The same guy, Judas, the same guy who was known as the betrayer, because the world see him as the betrayer. But you know, Jesus called him friend when he said, what are you doing, friend? Do you know why? He said it because he was helping fulfill a scripture by bringing Christ to the people to take him to his death. Because what we fail to realize is that it's somebody that you deal with that has done something to you or done you wrong, and it changed the whole course of your life. I'm talking about, oh boy, changed every part of your life and its being. Took you out your mind. It might have been somebody you dated that sent you way somewhere else. It might have been a girl you was hanging out with. It might have been a person who set you up like Jesus did, or like me. Or it may have been a mother dying, or a family member dying, or something, or somebody who done you so wrong that spent you and changed the course of your life. And this is what you got to realize. This is what you got to get from that part right there. After Jesus had went and prayed with his circle, he just prayed with his circle now. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He did pray with his circle. And they went to sleep 3 times. They didn't go to sleep once or twice, 3 times. 3 times they go to sleep. But yet Jesus kept coming back to wake them up. See, what you got to understand, Jesus coming back to wake you up every time. Because see, sometimes we get off our mark and we forget who brought us through that last situation. Because we done got to another position and we rising up. And we forget that we did this because Jesus brought us through here. He brought us through this. And then you forget. So now you done woke up. And now you woke up and something going on. And you trying to defend your Jesus. So remember, he pulled the sword. So now you trying to defend your Jesus. And while you trying to defend your Jesus, you got to understand, Jesus, hold on, put that sword up. You ain't got to defend me. Because if I need some defending, I got 12 legions. Then what you fail to realize, see, you waking up trying to defend Jesus right now when you ain't got, listen, he got that under control. You just need to understand that the betrayer, whatever person that he is, or whatever individual, or it might just be a situation, or you could have betrayed yourself. Don't miss that now, because I betrayed myself. I chose to do drugs and sell drugs. So I betrayed myself and my well-being. So a lot of the stuff I done got me in a position to where I ended up where I am. I don't blame the person who set me up no more. Because see, that person right there put me in a position where it changed my whole life. That position, he got me all the way off of everything. I was in sobriety 3 months before I got locked up. Yeah, 3 months before I got locked up. I wasn't doing no drugs then, but I was still doing what I had to do. I was doing what I wanted to do, not what I had to do. And then something else amazing happened. I got locked up and I had a stroke. I couldn't walk for 6 days. And the whole time I'm laying in the bed, I'm blaming the guy who told on me. I'm blaming everybody else. I'm blaming the police for kicking me and beating me up. I'm blaming everybody else. It's everybody's fault except for the person who going to jail. That's what I got to talk about. And that's what I'm trying to say. It might have been somebody in your old circle. It might have been somebody you dealing with. It might not even be somebody. Like I told you, it might not even be nobody. It might just be something that you done. It's an individual who you really, really have something against them. It's so many people talk so bad about Judas. Judas got his own suffering. You know what I'm saying? Judas did what's wrong and watched Jesus go die, and he was the reason why that happened. But people miss this. Judas was stuck in his flesh, and he was greedy. And his greed got him in a position where he did betray the man who died to save the world. But he brought the people to him, so he made scripture be fulfilled. So even though that person done you wrong or put you in a position where you had to change, or it sent you somewhere you didn't want to go, but like me and Lacey and anybody else who done went through something that sent them away or changed their life, God got a way of just forcing you into that situation because you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. God will go as far as putting you in a hospital bed or sending you to a car wreck and making you have some injuries where you just got to lay down and shut the hell up. He'll just put you in a position where you can't do nothing. Somebody got to take care of you. You be in a position of hopelessness, or you feel like the whole world is on your back. He'll put you in a position where you'll sit down and shut up till he get ready to do what he got to do. That's exactly what he'll do. And that right there. Judas did the low downest thing in the world by betraying somebody he'd been walking with for 3 years. But he also fulfilled scripture. Now, he decided to commit suicide and go hang himself. But without that, then our Savior wouldn't have got and sent off to do what he had to do for us and our return. So he did do what was wrong, but the person who did you wrong, it ain't on them. Because see, God got another path for you. You know what I'm saying? He had another path for you that had to be fulfilled. And if it took for that person to do it, that person done because they were stuck in their flesh and they put you in that situation. But right now, right, and if you might be that person, because I was that person, and right now, that person is not important. Forgive them, throw it out your mind, take the hate out, forget all that. Because who you are now, who he just made you, man, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, Lacey, you better know, boy, you better say it, Lacey, like, whoever did you that, whoever did you wrong, or whatever situation put you in a position where you had to come up and you had to be different and you had to, take care of your kids by yourself, and you had to be in the gap when wasn't nobody else doing nothing. Whoever did that, whoever put you in that position, they not the problem. That was God. Letting them folk do whatever they gonna do because they acting out of their own ill will to try to destroy you or take you down or put you in a position. But what they don't know is they blessed you. Boy, they blessed you. I'm talking about the guy who told on me blessed my soul. Because I went to the hospital that night, I had a stroke, and they told me if I wouldn't have got to that hospital within them next 4 hours, I'd have been dead. See what I'm trying to tell you? For 2.5 years, the guy who set me up, I hated his soul. I hated everything about him. I couldn't even sleep at night. But I tell you this, it changed my life. And God would do something so drastic and put you in a position so difficult and bring people to you that really, really, really mean no good to you. And he would let them pass. And he would let them inside you and let them be friends with you and let them be in your circle because he done it for himself. His whole circle was 12 good guys, 11 good guys. And there was one whose flesh overrode him and he messed up. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. So everybody in your circle might not be right. Everybody don't mean good for you. But I promise you, if it's somebody who betrayed you or done you wrong and it changed your way of thinking, it changed the road that you on, it changed something. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And God will do that. And just as, remember, Matthew, the writer of this book, called Judas a betrayer. But Jesus said when he seen him, right here in the verse, it's Matthew 26th chapter, right here in the 50th verse. It said, but Jesus said to him, friend, why have you come? He called a man who called the folks on him his friend. Now, I ain't got to that point yet to call the guy. Well, the guy who put me in that position he's no longer living. I don't know nothing about that. But he had his own stuff going on. But all I'm saying is, I no longer blame him. I blame myself for putting myself in a position to even be dealing in those situations. I was 39 years old at the time. I ain't got no business at 3 o'clock in the morning riding around trying to drop no car off and don't know that it's dope in the bag and shit. I had 9 quarts of liquor in there. I was about to relapse that night. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So all I'm saying is, just remember, Maya Hyatt, what's up, baby? It just know that whoever changed the course of your life and brought you to this point where you are right now, because it was a person. And it could have been you, like I said, it could have been you. But whatever situation brought you to this point right now that broke you, that made you decide to start changing, not doing drugs, losing weight, working out, going to church, praying, taking care of your kids, getting your children back, being in the life of your parents, or calling people and testifying them, or checking folks and keeping them out your way. Whoever put you in that position, you better understand that they might have been a betrayer, but they turned into a believer. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? They thought what they were doing to you was going to destroy you and change you and keep you where you was at. The police thought when they locked me up, they were doing me something bad. And they would do what they don't know. They put me in a position to be a better me. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm going to let y'all have it because I've been riding too long. I don't want y'all to get tired and bored and get on and say, oh, yeah, I'm talking crazy. But, hey, listen, but I just want to say I love y'all. I swear I do. Anybody, you got anything, any question, anytime you want to ever ask me anything, we can talk about it. Listen, you just because you going through it don't mean nobody else went through it. I need to hear what you going through because I might be going through it one day. I want to know how you made it through it. You understand what I'm saying? That's how these relationships work. That's how it all works, man. That's what builds churches. My bad. I got to say this. I'm not a church guy. Like, churches are churches, but the church is here. The church is right here. We go to the building to conversate, associate with people with the same like minds or seeking the same thing that we're seeking. But we get church too tied up and thinking that that's the only way we'll get something. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the only way. It's good. Now, I do not. It's great to go to church. Lord have mercy, get you a routine, go meet some people. Because it's going to be some lying jokers up there. Going to be some great people up there. But go find your church. But I promise you, the church is inside you. It's all inside you. It's all inside you. And it's all over you. It's all over you. And if you know God, like I know God, everybody been raised with the Lord and we know what's going on. Just continue to keep praying. Lift your head up, man. Don't forget where you came from. Pray over your children. Pray over your children because it's been amazing. All right, oh shit. Oh, I gotta go. All right, so hey, if I don't say nothing else, you welcome. All right, here I come, all right, bye.